So I'm at Bradwell-on-Sea, which is in Essex, UK, and I've come to see one of Britain's or England's oldest intact churches. There's a little bit of a trek from the car park to the site. It's a lovely day, so let's go and have a look, see what we can find. Don't like that very much. Let's go for a walk. I'll say it's a bit of a trek. It's actually not that far. I can see the chapel or church right there. So not that far. Let's just take a moment to admire this view. I mean, I can see the sea, barely, just not far from that. And it's about a quarter of a mile from where I've parked my car to where the church is. Stunning though, eh? Absolutely stunning. So this church is called St. Peter on the Wall, and as I've already said, it's situated in Bradwell-on-Sea in Essex, and the ancient Saxon chapel is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, intact church in England, and it was built by Saint Shed around 654 AD. So Saint Shed originally built it from wood, but upgraded it to stone the following year using stone from the ruins of an old Roman fort. And actually the church is built astride the old ruins, effectively. 1442 records show the church was expanded slightly with a small tower added to it. And here it is. Wow. This is old. It's a little bit breezy up here, so I apologise if the sound goes a bit funny. But you can see the sea just over yonder. This is a beautiful location. That'll be some of the ruins from the old Roman fort. Wow, you imagine what's under the ground around here. Look at that. So 1442 really was the last written record, or the last time records were seen about the church, and it was abandoned for quite some time. But in 1916 the church was given to the Chelmsford Cathedral, and in 1920 it was restored and reconsecrated. So in 1959 it gained a Grade 1 listed building status. It's in regular use now by the Othona Community. Let's try and get my shadow out of the way so you can read that. And keep the phone still. But wow, look at that. It was used as a barn for quite some time. I mean, not just the church being the oldest church, but also the grounds that it's on. There's the site of an old Roman fort, and this stone came from that Roman fort. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Touching history. I mean, this is kind of awesome, isn't it? So I said it is in regular use. There is a service going on in there at the minute, so I won't go inside just yet. I'll pop back and have a look. So I thought I'd have a walk down to the beach area whilst I'm out, avoiding adders where I can. Would that be classed as an abandoned building, do you think? I ain't going up there. So you can completely walk around this coast. I think it's about 45 kilometres to actually get to this point from way over there somewhere. And this is where the Othona Community is based. At least somebody's making use of the church now, which is great. This is such a lush area. Let me get closer so you can see the sea. I think the tide is kind of out, so you can't see a lot, but beautiful coastline. There's the church. I don't know if you can hear the singing. So I waited for the service that was going on to finish. I ended up being a photographer for them because they wanted some pictures done. So loitering with intent, I became useful. And here we are inside St. Peter on the Wall, one of England's, if not oldest, one of the oldest intact churches. Wow. let me tell you, it was worth the wait. So this was built, as I've told you, 654 AD. And the stone that you see is obviously the stone that was utilised from an abandoned Roman fort that was on the site. It's never locked apparently, and the people that were here for this particular service that I was waiting for to end, they come once a year from London, so it's an annual pilgrimage. This is lush. I mean, you guys know that I like old churches. Churches with history. This certainly has some history. Wow. What do we think of this one then? If walls could talk, these would have a lot to tell, wouldn't they? One would think. Awesome. Hear the birds outside. That's pretty cool. Wow, I'd have to come back at some point in the future to have a look. There you have it. There you have it. Awesome, definitely worth the wait. I did say where you could see the barn doors, and I'm wondering if that's when it was turned into a barn and then they've refilled it and put that door in. It looks kind of like that way, to be fair. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Right, I'm on to somewhere else now, so I'm really pleased that I've made the effort to come and have a look at the oldest church in England. There it is.